31 years. That's how long the secret sat in the dark. A 10-year-old girl vanishes on a summer day in Quebec, and for 3 decades, her killer walked free. He lived his entire life. He committed more crimes. He honestly thought the world had forgotten about her. But evidence has a memory. And in 2025, his own biology finally betrayed him. Welcome to Shadow Justice Files. And this is the story of Marie-Chantale Desjardins. You know, there are some summers that just stick with you, no matter how old you get. July of 1994 in Sainte-Thérèse was exactly like that. The heat was so oppressive you could practically chew the air. It was the kind of weather where most people stay inside with the AC blasting, just trying to escape it. Except for the kids, of course. Kids like Marie-Chantale Desjardins. See, she was only 10 years old, and she was brand new to the neighborhood. Her mom, Sylvie, had just moved them in. It was supposed to be a fresh start. New house, new town, all that hope wrapped up in cardboard boxes. But Marie-Chantale didn't know the streets yet. She didn't know which shortcuts were safe, and she certainly didn't know which ones were traps. So when she hopped on her bike that Saturday morning, she had no idea she was pedaling straight into a nightmare. She just vanished. 1 minute she's riding her bike near the Place Rosemere Mall, and the next she's simply gone. For 4 agonizing days, her poor mother sat by the phone, waiting for it to ring. Can you even imagine that kind of silence? Every single creak of the floorboard sounds like footsteps that never come. When they finally found her, it was right there behind the mall. It's a spot where people walk every single day to buy groceries or school clothes. It was just hidden enough. And just like that, a 10-year-old girl was gone forever. Now this is the part that gets really frustrating. The case went cold. I mean, ice cold. We are talking about 31 years, folks. 31 years of looking over your shoulder. Parents were locking their doors, warning their kids not to go into the woods, thinking the killer was some ghost in the night. But the whole time, the monster was right there in plain sight. His name was Réal Courtemanche. This guy wasn't hiding in a cave somewhere. He was out there racking up a rap sheet longer than your arm. 89 convictions, theft, assault, you name it, he probably did it. He was walking around, living his life, while Sylvie was visiting a grave. In 2011, he even did it again. He kidnapped a woman and held a knife to her throat. Finally, the courts woke up and labeled him a dangerous offender, locking him away indefinitely. But nobody knew he was the guy, the one who took Marie-Chantale all those years ago. That is, until 2023. Because here's the thing about forensic science. It really doesn't care how much time has passed. Some genius in a lab in Montreal decided to run the old evidence one more time. Maybe it was a speck of skin or a hair on her clothes. Who knows? But the computer pinged. And guess whose name popped up on the screen? Courtemanche. The detectives didn't even have to launch a manhunt. They just drove up to La Casa prison, walked down the hall to his cell, and basically told him, game over. Cut to October 2025. There he is, in court. He's 62 years old now, gray hair, looking like somebody's grandpa. But we all know he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He knew the DNA had him dead to rights, so he didn't even fight it. He pled guilty. Second-degree murder. Life in prison with no chance of parole for 25 years. The judge looked him right in the eye and said, "There is no hope for you." And Sylvie, after 30 decades of living in hell, she finally got to exhale. She said it brought things full circle for her. It doesn't bring her little girl back, nothing ever will, but at least the ghost has a name now. So next time you think a secret is buried forever, just remember Marie-Chantale, because the truth is incredibly patient, and eventually it always finds a way to claw its way out. This is Shadow Justice Files. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.